Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Welcome back to our adventure to get 100 million ISK as quick as possible on a brand new character. We've actually previously just about achieved that goal. I think we were going to call it quits for now because we've got a total of 38 million ISK in terms of like raw loot here. But the thing is, these blueprints, however, they're worth a lot more. Each one of these pack rat mobile tracked unit blueprints is worth about 25 million ISK each, so we're then up to 88 million ISK. Combined with all these blueprints here, we're very likely going to be able to get over 100 million ISK. This augmented hammerhead is the main thing. This thing can go for, I think, 17 million ISK, if we see here. Yeah, this is even the 5 run. So we got the 10 run variant. So you can see 10 runs, 18 million ISK. And this is 10 runs here. So we're very likely we can sell all these other ones, then we can get 100 million ISK. So what we're going to be doing now is searching for a wormhole that's going to take us back to high sec. That's how I would get back to high sec. But another way to get back to high sec, if you do not want to find a wormhole, which is actually a bit easier and safer, is to use a special filament that we can get back to high sec in. But the problem is these filaments cost. Now, there are different types of ones, these kind of Pochwen ones. But the reason I'm not going to be showing that is just because these filaments, they cost quite a bit. They cost like quite a few millions of ISK. And in the beginning, you're probably not going to have enough money to be able to go for them, but it will be these extraction ones, these extraction filaments, and I think it's these border filaments, this here. And then if you have both of them, then you can get back. Okay, we see with that we've already got a wormhole straight away, and that is very cool. Imagine if this leads directly to high sec. That'll be a bit of a luxury right there, because it usually is a bit hard to find a wormhole back to high sec just like that. Because the thing is, wormholes that are connected to high sec tend to not be directly connected to null sec. They usually are connected to like a unknown system, and then those unknown systems tend to be not directly connected to null sec. Rather, they lead to other systems that can possibly be leading to null sec. So it's just, you could think of it like this: the probability of finding direct connections via wormholes to null sec to high sec is not that high. So you usually have to go and explore for quite a bit to find them. But sometimes you can be lucky. Sometimes you can find them straight away. So we found an unstable wormhole here. We'll see what's here. They're also a bit dangerous, these wormholes, because you can't see who is in your local system. You can't see who is there, because you will see when we go in here, then there'll be no one in the local. And what I mean by you can't see anyone here, those are in wormhole systems. Wormhole systems are special systems that don't exist on the map. But sometimes a wormhole doesn't lead to a wormhole system. It can just lead to a low sec system, a high sec system, or like a known space. So depends. We can see here. Look at, if we info, at least in the dangerous unknown parts of space. So there's unknown parts of space. That is a wormhole system where we're not going to be able to see any people in the local chat, and where it's going to be like off the grid. It's not going to be linked to any stargates or anything like that. So it is a bit of a Wild West, you could say, but that's just the nature of the game. So we link this. Need to remember where this is. So I just like to call these wormholes that I've gone through wormy. Okay, we've got that. And then what we do is we do the same thing as we did before. Warp to a planet, and then we can go for safe, like this, and then submit. And then what you can do here is you go and type the code at the top left, J143626. You can see this is a wormhole, and you can see what kind of statics it has, because statics means it's guaranteed that there's going to be this wormhole, at least a class 3. And that, because they're different classes of wormholes, the higher the class, the less likely it's going to lead to high sec. Usually the lower classes lead to high sec, and you can't see the classes anywhere. There's nothing you can really see in the game. You can tell, since when we were going through that wormhole, it said dangerous, and I think dangerous means it's a class 5, but it's like an arbitrary number that is not really specifically written anywhere, but you can find online what kind of class it is. So we'll be just scanning here until we find that static or that wormhole that's guaranteed to be here, because some wormholes are a little bit random. They're called like wandering wormholes, you could say. And they're wormholes that just, they're just a little bit random. They can be there, they don't have to be there. But there's always going to be a wormhole in this system that leads to a class 3 wormhole, and that's good because we want to go down the classes, generally speaking. I usually find that high-sec wormholes lead to class 1, 2, and 3, but very rarely we see wormholes that lead to class 4 and above wormhole systems. And then just to make it a bit clear, wormhole systems are these unknown systems here with the J code. They're like this. If it doesn't have a J, or usually it doesn't have a J, it's not a wormhole system. There are some certain wormhole systems that have an exception to this rule, unfortunately. There's someone called Thera, and then I think there's a few other ones as well. But I mean that these are just the systems that have these J usually. I'm just going to keep descanning, gives you core scanner probes. As you can see in as you can see in the local chat, we do not have any kind of local whatsoever. There could be 50 people in here. We don't know because we can't see anyone on the local scan, on the local chat. Okay, we've got a wormhole here. We can warp within 100 just to be on the safe side. And we can continue scanning, looking for more wormholes. Because it was like M something, M3 I think it was the code started with. Because we'll see these codes in the wormholes, because we looked before the stat, it was like M3 something. And we can see then what is the code on this wormhole, because there will be a code on the wormhole. And we go here, look here, Z14, so that's not the one we look for. This leads into null security space, so I think this could be the one that we went to before. Or no. We'll just save this, Z142 null. Or maybe it's better that I give it the name YBW, so we know that it's that signature. YBW null. Okay. And then we scan these wormholes down. And the only reason I'm bookmarking it is just to make it a bit more available to me so I know where everything is. I don't have to do that. There's a lot of good to do things in EVE Online, but less mandatory things. A lot of stuff here is just good to do, though you don't have to do it. A good to do thing is also to descan just so you can see if there are people around, but you don't have to. I mean, you can just go there and just play it's risky, but you don't. Many times you can go in a wormhole, just scan, do some even hacking here, and you don't even have to use your descan. You'll get out fine. But then there are many times that you can encounter people straight away, and you want to run out there straight away because they're gonna go after you. Data site. Ooh. Probably not a good data site though, because data sites in wormholes, when they're level 3, they tend to be guarded. So I would not want to do this if it's got a perimeter or frontier in them. It's got like a name, perimeter or frontier. You don't find these, unsecured frontier. You don't find these kind of ones in nullsec, but in wormholes, you can. The reason why we do not want to do them is because they're NPCs and these who will obliterate us, annihilate us. We stand absolutely no chance. Our ship is just going to get one-shotted by them. The thing is, in EVE, you got like different classes of ships, bigger than like cruisers, then battleships. Biggest ones you can have are like battleships, usually in the NPCs. And those usually will destroy our little petty exploration ship here in like normal circumstances. But the thing is, these are not normal circumstances. The NPCs in wormholes are a lot more stronger than the ones we have in like normal space, like nullsec and highsec. These are sleepers who exist here. They're special types of NPCs that are really strong, much stronger than any kind of the NPCs you'll find in nullsec or highsec. So you'll find battleship sleepers here. So think of it. The ship already can't take on regular NPCs. Then you would find these sleeper NPCs just would destroy us. So there's no reason to do this because you'll just die instantly. Okay, we are here. This is probably going to be the wormhole that we came from, I think. If we can perhaps see where that bookmark is. Where's the bookmark? There's one there. YBW null. Where's the wormy bookmark? There it is. You see it's right there. So we're going to be just scanning the bookmark that we already had, but we can know exactly where to scan them because we bookmarked it. It's good to descan from time to time. Now this whole process of finding a wormhole that leads out can, as I said before, be skipped if you were to buy these filaments. The problem is that when you're starting out, you don't have the money for the filaments, but you could actually save up a bit of ISK and HiSec, get the filaments, and then head out to nullsec. But you have to realize that you're going to be spending like 1-2 million on some filaments, and in the beginning it can maybe be quite a bit of ISK to spend that just on filaments, but it's like an easy extraction from nullsec. I'm just thinking that you know, in the beginning it's going to be very hard to get ISK, so if you're already investing in a ship and then you get destroyed with these filaments, it's not going to feel so nice. But it's definitely something you could do. You're going to have to do a lot of scanning here to get used to scanning. If you don't like scanning, this activity is not good for you. I mean, I don't particularly like scanning. I did a lot of exploration just because you got a lot of ISK, but eventually I stopped because I didn't particularly like scanning that much. I like the hacking part, but not the scanning part. And it'll be easy to scan if you have better ships. That's something to remember. If you have a better ship, like a Tech 2 ship, good skills, especially good skills, the scanning part will be easier. You just do 2-3 scans and usually you'll scan the signature down, or maybe a bit more. And the scanning time, this scanning time I've got here, this will also be a bit faster as well. It's not like significantly faster, but it will be a bit faster. Let's make this a bit smaller. This could be the wormhole that leads to that class 3 system. You can see here what this is. And it said scanning level 3, and that has nothing to do with the class level of being level 3. We want to find a class 3 wormhole, but it doesn't have anything to do with the scanning difficulty. That is just, if it is the class 3 wormhole, that is just a coincidence. We can continue scanning just in case. Oh, this is with it. M26, yeah, exactly. It leads into unknown parts of space. It doesn't lead to dangerous unknown parts of space. So we'll mark this here and I'll type entry, because this is the wormhole we're going to enter. Cover all probes. It's good to bookmark these so you sort of have a way to get back there. If you go from system to system, you want to just quickly go back, you know exactly where to go. Warp to the entry. It's pretty quiet in wormhole space, I notice. I don't usually find myself to be hunted as often in wormhole space, but it could also be because I just imagine a lot of times I get hunted when I see local names pop up all over the place, but they're just maybe going the same route as me. Okay, so now we're in the class 3 system. We can bookmark this as well, wormy, and then we can launch our probes. Warp to one of the planets, 100, and then make a safe on the way there. But just do a big scan. There's a lot of signatures here. Whoa. Okay, all got there. And make a save here. So we can then Google this name. J212159. Okay, so we see that this system has a static of U2110. And U2110 goes to low sec. Okay, so that could be an option. We could perhaps go to low sec, because low sec is still a bit safer than it is in null sec. So if worst comes worst, we can always try going through low sec. It is a lot more dangerous than finding something that leads directly to high sec, but it is very convenient that we've got a system directly here that leads to low sec. A relic site. Ooh, you can see what this is. Maybe it could be profitable. Maybe I should have been exploring in wormholes all along. I don't think I found on this run a single relic site because we've been in drone regions. Yeah, look at that. We find a relic site. We should be grabbing all this ISK here. Ooh. Look at that. We're making our way home, but we just happen to find more ISK on the way home. We need to be careful though, just in case someone is here to get us. But it just seems like we're the only one here, unless someone is sitting there cloaked. Maybe go here. See ruins. Ruins is the highest tier, you could say, of loot. So we'll go for that one first, just to make sure we've got that. And then we can go for the other ones later. Make this a bit smaller. I mean, if we get back easily to high sec from this system, that's going to be a great system because we can not only get more loot, but we also get our way back to high sec or through low sec. We have to survive low sec though. That's a big one. Data site as well. Ooh, I wonder what this could be. Could this be good? Let's orbit here. Oh, there's directly an antivirus. Ah, oh, not that annoying one. But we can actually safely make our way here. Oh, the system core is right there. What is in here? 6 million. That's decent. This is the relic sites are a lot more valuable than data sites. This is something I mentioned in the beginning of this series. I was thinking, oh yeah, let's hope to get some relic sites, but we don't find any. We just find regions which only have data sites. Even worse. Central Garista is a data site as well. We can do that. You want to take everything. Oh, is that more chaos scanner probes? 8. Okay, that's 8 is total. Okay, the system core is somewhere here, since that was in the middle of nowhere. Open this up, 26 chaos. How much was it? Just hardly anything. Go to this rubble over here. So we've got a data site. Good to see. Make this a bit bigger. Orbit 500. This will also be an easy one because it's a rubble. Rubble is the lowest tier. Well, lowest tier I think you'll find in wormhole and nullsec sites. Oh, there's so many antiviruses. What is this? I'll use the system repair core. Open this up. 200k. Remains is the second tier, so it's not the worst tier, but it's this, like in the middle intermediate one. Make this a bit smaller here. Okay. And then we can use the Relic Analyzer. Get a shield, that's good. These are a bit more difficult than the Rubble. Not as hard as the runes though. System core. We got 50k, nothing. Doesn't seem like this relic site is that good. Okay, so we've got a wormhole. I believe this is the one we came from because it seems to be right on that bookmark over there. Orbit this at 500. Turn off the MWD. Just don't want to get out of range, because if we get out of range by like slingshotting away because we're going at high speeds, we're going to lose the hack. And we have max hacks of 2 until this thing explodes and we'll lose all the loot. See if there's anything here. No, one of these annoying ones. Got that. Oh, the system core is there because we need a lot of buffs to be able to get our HP up because we've not got a whole lot of HP. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, we failed that hack. This could perhaps be the one that has good loot. Let's hope for an easy grid. Got that. This one, it does seem pretty hard, this grid though. If we can go through here. Ah! A lot of these damage, well that's good. That was a bit of an easy hack. 100k, we're not got really bad. You usually are able to get a few million at least from remains. It's not particularly good luck we've got here. Increase the size of the scan. Last one, the remains. We'll put this at 500. Make this a bit smaller. A repair tool, there's a wormhole there. Where do we want to chance it? I think it's going to be over here somewhere. Oh, we failed that hack, unfortunately. This is the last one. This could be the one that has some good loot in, so we don't want to fail it. Oh, like why did they have antiviruses straight here? It doesn't seem like we've got a chance here. Shield, that's good. please. There it is. Good. Great. 150k. Okay, hardly anything. Let's go to the central Garistas over here. There's a wormhole. See what this one it holds. But that could be the one that's a static. Central Garistas data site. I mean, we got something. We got 6 million from that one canister, but everything else was absolutely worthless. See, there's a lot of random stuff here, but the interesting sites are these ones. Data banks, the most valuable ones, so we'll go to this one first. Remove this large collidable object because a lot of clutter on the overview. It's not good to have too much clutter there because you can't really see that well. Okay, so there's a wormhole there. I'm going to scan everything because this seems to be quite a promising system. Orbit is at 500. Use the data analyzer. Got that damage module over there. We just need to make our way to this big cluster. Yeah, there we go. We found those system core already because it was surrounded by nodes. Open this up. 1.6 million. Go to this one. Orbit this at 500. Repair tool here. Oh no, look at that. That annoying one. I think the system core is there. Because everything points to that one. Ah, there was no chance there. We are completely screwed. Ah, there's nothing we can do now. Because that one makes it so that we do less damage. The one that took forever to take out. If we can make our way to this big blob over here, it should be alright. Shield. There we go, system core. Open this up, 20k. Go for the main frame that's 13 kilometers away. Make this a bit smaller. Orbit this at 500. Getting distracted quite a bit by the system's gas side. That's nothing we want to have. Orbit at 500 and use data analyzer. There we go, system core. That was an easy one. And we've got 2 million from that one. Great. Can orbit this one. Mainframe. Data analyzer. And we'll try to make our way to this big cluster. It seems like it's going to be easy if we get there. Ah, oh, never mind. We get one of these big ones straight away. Those are annoying because they have got so much HP. So you have to sacrifice so many hits to get through one of them. Okay, so we've got the system core here. There it is. But we need a bit more HP to get through him. Yeah, and then we've got the repair tool, so that's something we can take him out with. Open this up, 1 million. Okay, now we've got some comm towers. This cosmic signature is pretty hard to scan down. I know what could be here. Turn off this MWD. And there's a wormhole, okay, good. More wormholes. Let's see what is in this. 100k, okay. Then we've got the last comm tower here. Unstable wormhole. Pretty difficult to scan down this one, even though it's scanning difficulty level 1. Use the repair to gain some more HP. Here as well. Where is that system core? There it is. Open this up, okay, great. So we've got a lot of wormholes to choose from. You can see if what is at these wormholes. You can maybe check. There could be a chance that one of them leads magically to high sec, because the statics, which I mentioned before, is that there's guaranteed that that type of wormhole is going to be there. But you can also have wandering wormholes, which are random wormholes, so sometimes you could maybe have some luck and find one that leads directly to high sec. T4, oh no, this is not something. Dangerous parts of space, definitely not what we want to go to. We can even continue scanning a bit. A lot of signatures in this system, actually. fresh system. There's a lot of signatures that have not been taken. This is K16. Nope, not this one. Jilge. Let's go to Jilge. They all lead to dangerous parts of space. Not what we want. N968. It's got some. This is an unknown parts of space wormhole. So this is another wormhole that is led out from this one. So what we could do is just take a quick peek to see if this one has a high 6 static. Because if it does have a high 6 static, this one, then that could be a good thing for us. Otherwise, we can always search for that low 6 static in this one. Because in unknown, let's just mark this. This is, which one is this? This is Jilge, I think. What is this? Jilge, yeah. Jilge unknown. We'll go to this one. Because in dangerous parts of space ones, which are like class 4 or 5 or something like that, I can't remember the name, but it's high class. They don't have usually statics that lead to high sec, but the lower ones, the unknown parts of space ones, the class 1 to 3, I believe it is, considered when it's unknown parts of space, they can have high sec statics. T4R1, this is not it either. So we can take a quick peek into Jilge here, see what's there. Just a quick peek, see, and we just Google quickly to see if it's got a static that leads to high sec. I think we also want to have the autopilot set to safer, preferably, so that we can avoid dangerous systems when we get to the main New Eden area. Let's check in here, and then we can also just Google. Just make sure there's no one nearby. Okay, there's no one nearby. So then we can just type here J155541. It's also got a low 6 static. I just checked there. So we'll go back into here. So we'll go to our safe and continue scanning because we've not found the low 6 static yet. Gas site. So there's a wormhole here. This must be it. No, I keep scrolling up and down. My mouse is a bit broken. I've had this mouse for over 5 years. It's been serving me well, but it's starting to show its age because occasionally when I scroll down one, then it just doesn't. It scrolls back up. Ooh, and then a relic site. Oh, a relic site. This is so tempting, you know, to see that just the last signature being a relic site. I'll quickly go for this relic site if it's one of those that we can take. If it was a data site, I'd maybe say no, but if it's a relic site, yeah, ruined blood raider. Ooh. And then we just get destroyed here. Because someone decided, yep, that's the last site he's going to go to. We'll camp there in a cloaky ship. Let's just get this scanning. Get the wormhole scanned now so we can directly go out of there. Blood ruins, blood remains. I'll go to ruins first. This is the most valuable one. So this must be the low sec one. If we save this, UHW, low. We can lock up these remains as well. Okay, let's hack away. Oh, this seems like a very easy grid. Just because of how like cluttered it is like this. So there's very unlikely going to be something there. Unless there is something there. Exactly on the boundary. Oh, no, please. This is a really easy grid. No, why are there 3 of these guys here? There's something here, but there's guaranteed going. Oh, we need to get some more HP though. Shield, great. Open this up. 2 million. Ah, that was not so much when you consider that it was a ruins, but it's still something. Still something. Oh, but this 500. Ah, no, I clicked too fast. $3 million, okay, that's good. Can unlock the ones we've already done. Oh, but this 500. Where is that system core? There it is. I always worry someone's just going to jump in here at the last moment. Can even recall our drones so there's less stuff here to see on the D-scan. But the next challenge is to get out of low sec actually. So we'll see how close we are to high sec. System core. We need to find something good though. Yes, we got one of these. And we were able to open it up. For 200k. Orbit this. The loot drops have been not particularly good on these relic sites in this system. I mean, some have been alright. This one is actually alright, considering it was a rubble. Rubble tends to be quite bad. It's orbit of 500. System core over here. We don't have enough HP though to be able to get through it. But now we do. Let's open this up. Oh, 4 million. That was pretty good. Let's go to the one in low sec now. Now we've got a decent amount of this. Look at that. Total of 63 million. Plus the blueprints, we've got over 100 million ISK. Ooh, a good haul indeed. Now it's just to get home. See if it's possible. Well, it's easy, otherwise it might be a long journey here. Depends on what kind of low sec we get to. Depends a lot on what kind of low sec. It could be just right out of Jita, but based on the appearance of this skybox, it looks like it's in a Marian space. Ooh, it's really far, but it is a very good low sec system because this is going to lead directly to high sec. You see this, there's no adjacent like low sec systems, it's just a safe route directly to high sec. So we're actually quite safe here, especially since there is nobody either in the system. So this is perfect. So we're just going to have to make our way to Jita, and that'll be it. It's a long journey though, 50 jumps, but I'll get there eventually. Next time, we'll be selling our loot and see the total haul of our total adventure here. So I think it's enough. I'm going to have to take a break, and I'll have to next time make this entire journey to Jita to sell our wares, because the best prices are usually in the Jita trade hub. But until then, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.